Hi there, we're currently doing a weekly tarot angel card reading for the week of August 6th through to August 12th. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm really happy about this week. I've been watching someone else's video, just the beginning of it. She was talking a lot about some crazy stuff. And of course, it's going to be who's watching the videos, right? So if you've subscribed to my channel, I very much appreciate it. And if you haven't, please do. I really appreciate that. As well, thank you so much for the people that have been liking these videos and just kind of joining my lives on Facebook, that sort of thing. So I'll leave all my information below and other ways that you can contact me and reach me for services, etc. So my hands are on fire right now, so I really feel like there's someone who needs some healing. So just be mindful if you're feeling like you don't know much about the chakras, but you know that there's something going on with you. I can help you with that, and I do that over the phone and online as well. So Seven of Earth. We'll say that this is the beginning of the week, but I'm hearing that there is a bit of a tornado circling, that sort of thing. So it could be that there are people who, for some reason, just don't want to get on board with anything that other people are doing. They just don't want to become a part of like society in some ways. They could be possibly rebellious, that sort of thing. Maybe it's just all agitation. But regardless, you're going to find that there are good people out there in the world, and you just need to find them. And you just need to see that within certain people. So when we go outdoors, when we get out into the social world, and we're more proactive in terms of like finding those people, you're going to find that everything's just going to melt to the ground, meaning all of these things that you thought were a big deal aren't. So if you're hanging out indoors too much, or you're hanging out in your pride and that sort of thing, you're going to find like it's going to be more helpful if you can just, take the action, do the work, and then see the results, okay? So then we're going to go further in through the week. We'll call this Tuesday, but I'm hearing Tuesday through Sunday, so I guess this isn't going to be broken down. It's more all general. Life experience, Archangel Samuel, we've got the number 16, and these are Dorian Virtue and Radley Valentine's cards as well. I will start purchasing more decks of these so I can sell them where I'm doing a lot of teaching and promoting of the cards. So a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. A lot of sadness around this card, so we need to use our imagination more. We need to go into fantasy. This would be how to translate transition energy. We're in Mercury retrograde still. Thank goodness it's almost over, but there's new energy coming. And so when we can let go of all the tension that we're experiencing in the now and just learn to release it and let it go, you're going to find that there are new gifts available. And again, this is still part of getting out of your pride. So create a system for yourself that works, all right? Anything that you want to do, you can do. You just have to believe in yourself that you can do it. So a time of positive change. The wheel, Archangel Michael, very much a protective energy. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Very powerful and strong new beginnings. We also have the solar eclipse coming on the 11th, which is Saturday. So believing in the power of prayer, of course, positivity. There's a lot of trust piece happening with this card. So financial details will be important for you guys right now. There will be resolutions. Things will be resolved, but you have to make sure that your words and your actions are lining up. So that's kind of the positive and the prayer stuff. You have to be doing the work. I studied psychology, so I do a lot of like healing work, but I also do a lot of the helping people with like anxiety, depression, a lot of the mental energy. But it's still important that I feel like we're getting that extra help from people that like really understand us, or maybe you have a disorder of some sort and you need to get more help or work on that this week, all right? So just focus a little bit more in on where you're feeling negative and try to, again, transverse, communicate, and how I can get rid of that because it's not serving us right now. I'm going through a similar energy where it's just like, okay, I'm realizing that this in my stomach does not feel good right now, and I need to do something about it. So it'd be like nurturing ourselves, being around nurturing people, lots of kindness energy, all right? That's how we can really problem solve. the end of a phase or situation. So there is support on your side, I feel like, especially in the angelic realms if you work with them. Archangel Azrael, release 13. Some people need to be more creative and have more fun. Spiritual transformation, time to move on. This is very much saying goodbye to the old. But maybe we're hesitant to say something that's on our mind that we're feeling, and that can be quite scary for people. But you're not tapping into your intuition that way. You're not able to be more intuitive that way. So really work on going back to a time in your life when you were happy through like fantasy, and really think about how you felt at that moment in time, and maybe try to shift your energy back to a time in your life where you were satisfied, and really acknowledge, where were you at that point in your life, and how can I, get back to feeling that way, but in the place and time that I'm in now. So really working around time energy. Nutrition just came up in my live reading on Facebook that I just did. So making sure that we're taking very good care of our energies. If we're too much in our head, we want to pay attention to how much work we're getting done on our feet. So of course I always promote reflexology, and I'm teaching that as well August 14th. So if you're local, check that out. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate, 4 of Earth. Change is coming up, and so change financially, but change emotionally. There's some distraction, but I think a lot of people are getting a little bit better with their meditation and their grounding exercises, because they're learning that they can be stronger, that they can be powerful. So I feel like this is an energy where things aren't logically going to make sense, but if you trust your body and what your body is telling you, you'll be able to let go and really transverse and change. But the transverse is also talking about mingling with other people. There's a huge socialization piece this week, and if you're not socializing, it may lead to regret, because I think you're meant to. It could be you need to help a sibling or help someone who's lost someone in their life, that sort of thing, and you're going to be able to give to them and offer them something through a lot of peace and grace if you're able to. So if the less we're caught up in our own stuff, the more we'll be able to feel good about like ourselves through helping others. All right. I'm really picking up the deer energy. So if you want to look up what the deer symbolizes in animal symbolism, Google it. I think it'll be helpful in terms of understanding where we're at right now. It's very much about being sensitive towards other people, that sort of thing. Like, if you're not, it's going to create more, I think, harm than anything. The Hermit, this would make a lot of sense for our last card. Archangel Raziel, number 9. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So there could be annoyance on your part, but we have to shift that into celebration as well. So again, our actions lining up with our words. Really question yourself, because if they are, you're going to be feeling really good. And if they're not, you're going to be feeling a little bit lower vibration. So you could also Google or put on YouTube how to clear negative energy, how to increase even revenue by learning to be more optimistic, how to like transition through hard times. There's just so many topics coming up, all right? So you can go into robinshealing.com and get in touch with me that way. Namaste, and have an amazing week, guys. Take care. Thanks again. Bye.